Hey everyone, it's Darlene here, and today I'm going to be showing you how I created this beautiful neutral eyeshadow look using the Dominic Cosmetic palette. And today, I know I created a look yesterday, but I would use like the darker shades in here, and if you really don't want that of an intense look, this is something that's more neutral and more wearable for an everyday look. The only other shade they have is this one, and I tried it yesterday and it's too chalky. So I did also go in with the Tarte Play palette and use just some, you can use any, honestly. Like I was saying in the video, you can use even these shadows for the transition shade. So if you'd like to see how to get this look, just keep watching. Okay, so today I'm going to do something a little more neutral, just for people that don't really want a really okay, so today I want to try something a little more neutral with this palette, just because the shades in here just scream, and I know not everybody really wants a really dramatic look. So the last look I did was a little more dramatic, and today I'm going to do something just like a little more neutral for everyone else. And I've already applied foundation, brows, everything but the eyeshadow and mascara. So I'm going to start out with a fluffy brush, and I'm going to use the Alamar brush that we received in one of our boxycharm boxes. And I'm going to go in with this, maybe this palette, because I think more people receive this palette. You can go with either one. Just like if you're going to go in with this palette, just like use like this shade right here, which is Ember. But if you're going to use this palette, just use like this shade or this shade just for the crease, just as a transition shade, so it's not too crazy. So I'm going to use Ember just because I think it would look really pretty with this look. And you just use like window swiping motions, just back and forth. So with this palette, the Dominic Cosmetics palette, the shadows, like some of them are very chalky and dry and patchy, which is not a good thing. I did work with it yesterday, and as you've seen, I created a beautiful look with it, but they were a little more work than it really had to be. They're not really smooth and buttery. They're just kind of like dry and hard, because these like are smooth and buttery in the Tarte palette. And as you can see, I just built that shade up slightly, and I'm going to take Stone on top of that, just to kind of deepen it a little more. And I'm going to bring it right here in the corner. And you see how pretty that is just by itself. And then I'm going to take this Internal Life color. Of course, I'm using this shade again. I love this shade, I'm sorry. It's like I could use another one, but I just like this shade so much. And honestly, if you use that transition shade, you could actually use any of these shadows where I'm using it. So, like, seriously, any of them would have worked. I just really, really like this shade. See how pretty that is. See, now that's something that more people would actually wear. Then I'm going to take just like a pencil brush. This is the Luxie 243 brush, and I'm just going to take this shade right here, which is Stone. If you have the other shadow palette, this one, you could use this in the crease and then use that on the outer part of the crease, and then use this one right here for under your eyes. And I'm just going to take this halfway in. And it'll just open your eyes just a little bit more. Pretty. Let me see what colors I'm working with. I was thinking about putting something on the inner corner, but honestly, there's really not a shade in here that looks that great for an inner corner pop. I'm going to actually take this Zero Gravity and I'm going to work that underneath the lash line, going halfway in as well. Okay, I'm going to pop some mascara on and I'll be right back. Okay, and for the lip color, I'm using this pinkish, hot pink, reddish color. I forgot what it's called. I do not have the name on it anymore. So I'm just going to use this just because it's such a neutral look. I don't know if it's going to match green because I'm wearing like a hunter green shirt. Guess we'll find out. Okay, so that is what the shade looks like. I love this shade. It actually looks more red today than it does pink. I guess it just like depends on the day and what you're wearing. But I think it goes really good with such a neutral eye. It actually looks really nice, so really pleased with that. I'm going to actually wear some highlight today, although I usually don't. But first I'm going to highlight my brow bone. And I'm just using like a little flat brush to highlight with. And I'm going to wet it. And I'm using the color Sand on my brow bone. And I'm going to use the lighter shade for my inner corner. It actually does not show up much. So what highlight am I going to use? I'm just going to go ahead and use my Laura Geller highlight today. So I'm going to put that in my inner corner. And then I'm going to use this to highlight my cheekbones. I'm actually going to use this and actually highlight my brow bone with this as well. And some people did receive this in a boxycharm. I've already had it. I didn't receive it in boxycharm. But it is a really pretty highlight. Although I'm not like really big on highlights too often. The good thing about highlights though, you can use them as eyeshadows as well. So I believe that completes it. I'm just going to kind of take the brush that I used to use in the crease just to kind of blend out any harshness. And I'm going to put one more coat of mascara because you already know one coat is not enough. Okay, so that is what the eyeshadow and everything looks like. You can see it's just a really pretty look. It is making my teeth a pink color. The lipstick is. Okay, and now I'm just going to set my face and then I'm finished, actually. Let it dry down. And basically all this does is makes your makeup not look powdery anymore. It just kind of makes everything kind of melt together, I guess you would say. I guess that is one of the only downfalls of this lipstick is it does give your teeth like a pink hue. So yeah, that completes this tutorial. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, God bless.